Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
The Kris Kringle Craft Market is celebrating 20 years this year, and for the first time ever, it's hosted at Bevan Park in Nanaimo. Arm WrestleMania with the Nanaimo Clippers, a board game cafe in Victoria, and Jose gets into the Movember spirit. That and more in the next 30 minutes. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4, and the organizing behind getting this many people in a photo where everybody can be seen is quite entertainment. Happy to be a part of it. Happy anniversary, 20 years for the Kris Kringle Craft Market, now taking place here at Bevan Park in Nanaimo, running now through until Sunday. We're going to have more from the market later on this edition of Go Island. But first, we're throwing things over to Dan Marshall. We get to know 8 of the Nanaimo Clippers rookies through a little game that they've called Arm WrestleMania. It's a little arm wrestling competition, and the winner will be titled Nanaimo Clippers Strongest Man. Here's Dan Marshall. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Veronica is the passion, the force, the lady behind Kris Kringle Market. She lives it, she breathes it, and has been doing for the past 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
Must feel like a blink. How has the event grown and developed over 20 years?
20 years, we've added way more in entertainment package, like the value when people come. It's the background, it's the Kringle family you can hear in behind me. It's the happy, it's about the engaging, it's bring your family for experience, because it really is about a hard experience. It's where it takes you, whether you're a week old, doesn't matter, or you're 80 years old. It's reaching the heart, and everybody's experience is personal. So that's what this is created for.
And one of the things that Veronica said when she was sort of touring us around as the booths were setting up is that thousands of people have been in this Bevan Park building.
Yeah.
And your challenge is to turn it into something that they haven't seen here or experienced here before.
Yes.
You have over 150 vendors here
yes.
this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas.
Yeah.
Something, I mean, it means something special to everybody, but it's been a big part of your heart for a long time.
Very, very long time. It's really honoring my parents, my mom especially, who created incredible Christmases for us. So it's really personal for me.
Yeah, as a child, really having a lot of love and warmth in the house at Christmas time, which is what you're trying to create and bring here. What's it been like moving into Nanaimo? You've been in Qualicum Beach, you've been in Parksville.
Yeah, you know, I keep thinking that it's global warming, we keep moving south, you know, so we're on an ice floe and we're heading south. Well, the opportunity to be in a large venue, a facility, and more parking, that was really important because we have such crowds and we want to welcome everybody and not have them not have a place to park. So that was a big consideration. And I've been here in this town for 20 plus years myself. So it's my home, yes, is in Qualicum, but my heart is in Qualicum, but this is my hometown. And so I think it's been wonderful how all the dignitaries have welcomed us and the chamber, and it just keeps growing. They're so excited about having us here. Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks, Veronica.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you for coming.
Good luck. The Kris Kringle Craft Market 20th annual runs here at Bevan Park in Nanaimo until Sunday. We'll give you more details as this edition of Go Island progresses. The Christmas spirit is about spending time, quality time with family and loved ones. A great way to do that is through board games. There's a cafe in Victoria that is focused entirely on bringing back the love of board games. Here's Sucheta Singh with more on that. From board games to spin wheels, I've won a free brag bundle with Wild Play Element Park. Woohoo! And a special place in our hearts for everyone here at Shaw TV for sure. We had our programming retreat at Wild Play in Nanaimo in late September, early October. A great way to bond with your colleagues, hang on for dear life, and scream as you launch yourself off a bridge. Of course, there is the bungee there, as well as Monkito, and I participated in Tough Mudder this year, and our team went to Monkito as part of our training exercise. Now, it's not overly tough, but what I realized is that I was scared up there, and it was the best training I did for Tough Mudder because I realized how to overcome the fear and to be okay with the fear. And at Tough Mudder, I had no fear. And I actually credit that to being scared out of my wits on Montquito. And they are selling some pre-season passes here. You can save a whole lot of money and enjoy Montquito throughout the year. They're at the Kris Kringle Craft Market running through until Sunday. We'll be back with more after a short break. Still to come today on Go Island, is Campbell River the kindest place on earth? And Movember's in full swing. Jose gets growing. That and more still to come today on Go.
Did you know that Kris Kringle is German for Santa Claus? Our Kris Kringle wears his royal purple robe when he's out meeting everyone, but when he goes to work, he puts on his red and white outfit. That's the job that I get, to wash the red and white outfit.
You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. There's no more denying it. The Christmas holiday season is here. A big part of that every year, of course, is the Salvation Army's Kettle Campaign. Don Anderson with the Salvation Army here in Nanaimo. Is the Kettle Campaign officially started yet?
Not. The official kickoff is next Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock on the 20th at the Coast Bastion Inn.
Okay.
So that's the breakfast, and then the kettles start on November 25th on Monday morning.
Tell me a bit about the scope, the number of kettles that you put out in the community, the number of hours, the number of volunteers that you need.
Wow, we have 26 kettle locations this year. Probably need about 7,200 hours of manpower,
okay.
Which last year we had 900 volunteers and we still had openings. So we're gearing for 1,000 volunteers this year.
And where are you sitting at right now at this point in time?
Oh, we don't even want to go there yet. We're way far behind. So we need people to call in, and if they have called in and we haven't got back to them, please call us again, because we're working on Kris Kringle as well as the kettles.
Okay, so the Salvation Army is here a little bit early with their kettles at Kris Kringle that runs through until Sunday, so bring a little extra change in your pocket, and it'll be pretty hard to miss the kettles as you wander about the wonderland that has been created here at Beban Park. What does that money go for? How important, why should people donate to the kettles when they see them?
This is our biggest fundraiser of the year for the Salvation Army throughout all of Canada. But for us here in Nanaimo, it goes to our emergency shelter, it goes to our feeding program, which has about 75,000 meals a year. It goes to our hampers that we give out throughout the year. Everything that we do downtown to support those who need assistance in some way is what the money we raise at Christmas time.
You referred to a phone number. Let's tell what that phone number is.
Oh, 250-740-1004. And leave a message or talk directly to us.
And be patient, they will call back. They're just in full swing mode at the moment. Don, thank you for everything that you do in the community. I'm sure we'll be having you again on the channel before the end of the Kettle Campaign. And have you harassed our Shaw TV team yet about volunteering this year?
I have not. I have not heard from them yet.
So
but
a little bug in
thank you ahead of time.
Thank you ahead of time. Absolutely. It feels good to be kind and pay it forward in your community, and that's exactly the core of our next story. Marjorie Greaves in Campbell River with a story about a group of high school students that is trying to make Campbell River the kindest place on earth. Lots of great things happening in Campbell River. Thank you, Marjorie. And lots of great things happening here at the Kris Kringle Craft Market, close to or just over 150 different vendors. The smells in here are wonderful, and if you've got any crow-like tendencies, it's a pretty fun place to be. I'll get a lot of Christmas shopping finished this weekend. We're going to take a little look at a little guy who needs a home and a name. Kelly Robinson checks in at the Parksville Qualicum Beach SPCA to see who's looking for a home as their Christmas present.
Thanks, Kate. You're looking at a new addition to the Parksville Qualicum SPCA. I'm here with Nadine Durant, manager at the shelter here, and you've got a few new dogs in. This is one of them. What can you tell us about him?
He's 11 months old, a neutered male, and we've yet to name him. So, Kelly, I'm going to leave that job up to you today. So what would you like? This dog, you've seen him a little bit, you've spent a bit of time with him, you've seen what his personality is like. What do you think his name should be?
He is so cute, and I feel honored to be able to help suggest a name for him. How about Scooby?
Scooby's all right. I love that. That's great. He seems like a Scooby to me.
Right. And Scooby is homeless. He needs a home. He seems really sweet. He's only 11 months old, like Nadine was saying, but I think he would make a great addition to any home. Aw, he's even checking you out. So if you want to come and check him out, come down to the Parksville Qualicum SPCA.
A very suiting name indeed, Kelly. Scooby, Scooby-Doo, great name for a dog. There is a big fundraising dinner for the Parksville Qualicum Beach SPCA taking place on Saturday, November the 23rd at a restaurant at the Memorial Golf Club in Qualicum Beach. It's Thalassa, which means I just learned ocean in Greek. That dinner takes place, as mentioned, on the 23rd. You can get tickets through the shelter, and there is a pasta dinner and a silent auction, all to raise money for the Parksville Qualicum Beach branch of the BC SPCA. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're going to take a short break, give you some other local events that are coming up in your area, and we'll be back with more. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. The 20th annual Kris Kringle Market is now underway straight through until Sunday here at Beban Park in Nanaimo, and there's huge prizes to be won. When you get your tickets at the door, you enter into a draw, and there's great prizes, luxury suite getaways at the Black Rock Ocean Resort, Marina West Hotel, lots of smaller prizes as well. And Kris Kringle himself is here. He's a fabulous, fabulous introduction to Santa Claus for the little kids. You can make gingerbread cookies, and it's one of the only Santas I actually take my own kids to. We're going to throw things over now to a big kid at heart. Jose Araujo has sort of a Sweeney Todd experience in Port Alberni. It is easy to joke and get a little bit silly when it comes to Movember, but it is, of course, for a very serious cause to raise funds and awareness for prostate cancer and reinforce the importance that the male portion of our community goes and gets tested on a regular basis. And also, before we go, you probably know, if you don't, you should, our very own Todd Jones is participating in November this year. He's in desperate need of more hair and some donations. Visit Movember.com and search for Shaw, Vancouver Island, and then look for Todd specifically to make your donation. Every little bit helps. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. It's time to go get into some Christmas cheer here at Kris Kringle.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.